going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another live stream, not video. And we got some people up inside of here. We got one person here watching so far. So we're going to wait till some more people start flowing into here. And we're going to get started with things. But yeah, big shout out to the whole Baby Doge army. So far, we got one person in here. We had a few people waiting. But big shout out to everybody. And I guess leave a 1 in the chat if you can hear everything. I think I got the mic up here set up and ready. So let's just get some more people in here. I'll go ahead and put this intro on again. All right, so we're getting some more people in here. I know this was kind of impromptu. A lot of them are going to be like that until I get things scheduled. But anyways, we're going to wait till some more people get in here. But yeah, leave a 1 in the chat. Let me see where everybody's coming in from. See, we got 3 people here so far now. And we got Raider Mendoza, 1984. Cali in the house. Yes, we got Raider Mendoza over here again. Cali in the house. So we got California out here. Let's see who else we got up in here. We have Brian M. I was hoping you were going to do a live today, bro. Yes, I know, because I really been meaning to do a live, but it's just been so long since I finally got a live out. So I had to do it. And I had to get one out for Luna Classic and for Baby Doge. So I got a lot to talk about with Luna Classic today, especially if you've seen the Luna Classic video I just now made, because there was a huge opportunity that I missed. But hopefully everybody got in on Luna Classic when, it did that nice pump. But anyways, I guess we can just get started now. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and show what we had here with Luna Classic. So this is just the Baby Doge charts over here. And let's go ahead and look at Luna Classic for a second. So the video that I made earlier, it pretty much explains exactly what Luna Classic was going to have going on today. So pretty much what we're seeing is the pullback all the way back down to about 4.8. We're already at 5.2, and then maybe even a pullback to 4.5 before we get either a false breakout or full breakout going back up here to 4.8. So it'll look something more like this, going down here to 4.8 and then breaking down here to 4.5, back up to 4.8, possibly having a full more breakout all the way up here to the next resistance line. So hopefully we can see some kind of breakout here with Luna Classic. I've been waiting for my money to clear and trying to get my money over there, but just no luck. I'm trying to get it to an exchange that has no fees, and right now I'm just really waiting for everything to go through. But let's see what else we got in here. We got some more people. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up so you can kind of look at it. But we have over here Mark Anthony Castillo from British Columbia, Canada. Big shout out to Mark Anthony here. We got over here Nasra Farah says North Carolina. Big shout out to you. And also Virginia in the house with Brian M. And you all know I'm in Florida right now. But yeah, we got 7 people in here so far. So like I said, I'm going to start trying to schedule this like more often, but I need to do it like 1 week ahead of time so then we can get everybody notified all at once. So that would be much better, especially if I do it like every Thursday like this. That's probably how we're going to do it from now on. But yeah, anyways, let's keep looking at Luna Classic here, I guess, until more people come in. We're going to start talking about Baby Doge. But first, I guess we can go over some Luna Classic stuff and then probably briefly go back over it. But anyways, what we are seeing is probably a nice pullback, kind of like how we had before. So in my previous video, I was mentioning this, how when I made that Luna Classic video, the first and only one that I made, pretty much this is where we made the video at, and we were about to pull back, and then we did. And we pulled all the way back down to the support down here around 2.4. And when we actually pulled back there, good opportunities could have been made for buying, and you would have made a huge flip on that. Like I said, none of this is financial advice, not a financial advisor at all. But let's just look at it. The Luna Classic was like at like 2.9 or something like that. And you can see it pulls all the way back over here to 2.3. So that was a pretty big pullback. And honestly, that was a huge opportunity for anyone that got in all the way back there at about 2.4, 2.3. Because if you got in around 2.4 and 2.3, you ran it all the way up here to 5.8. So yeah, that's a really big profit right there. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up that video actually that I had. So let me go ahead and bring that up and switch over to that screen. But yeah, if anyone has anything that they want to mention about Luna Classic or Baby Doge, just go ahead and mention it and we can go ahead and talk about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring this up. Big shout out to Brian M. He says, I went to Florida twice this year, man. Miami and Tampa. Yeah, actually, those are 2 of the best places inside of Florida. Miami and Tampa are probably 2 of the best places. But let's go over here and pull up this video so then people don't think I'm just calling out Luna Classic. But no, I have been watching Luna Classic a lot lately. So let's go ahead and pull up that video. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen first. And let's look that up. So like I said, if anyone has any questions about Baby Doge, just ask me and I will go over those immediately for you. And let's just go ahead and bring up this Luna Classic. And also, we're going to be talking about the Baby Doge mainnet and like really what this is going to be doing for Baby Doge, because the mainnet, I really feel like that's going to be one of the major things for us that just continues to let us pump even more. And it's just going to be the release date, but still, the release date is still more important than the actual release, because let's be honest, people like pump leading up to this type of stuff. And then when it actually happens, you start to notice that it doesn't pump as much, but you know, it just kind of like stabilizes like that. So that's really what we got to wait for. But like I said, it's going to be the pump leading up to it. So the day that we actually get the mainnet, that's probably when people are going to start selling out. And let me know if you hear the, I'm trying to play the audio actually for this, but all right, let me know if you guys hear my computer audio, because if not, we can just go ahead and, you know, show what I was talking about with that video. But oh yeah, I don't even have it on the screen yet. But yeah, this is the video. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to get this together. All right, here it is. So I think this is, it's not really showing the video. I guess it won't show the YouTube video, but there it is. All right. It's kind of weird looking at me like on the video first screen, first person here. All right, in order to actually play the audio, I'm probably going to have to take it off the screen and bring it back. So let's just go ahead and do that. Take this off the screen and share another one. All right, this is going to take a quick second here. And the Chrome tab, Luna Classic share audio for the tab. All right, now you guys should be able to hear this.
Continue to keep this. We're not
Once I turn it down here,
we're not even looking at anything prior to May. Like anything prior to May.
So let me know if you all hear this on the screen here.
So we're not going to even.
So you should be hearing me talking about Luna Classic.
For Luna Classic is the last 90 days from about
pull this back to where we actually called it out, and we called it out at 2.8 and it went down to 2.2
this right now,
I believe. And
so don't
that
think
was
that there's
actually
not
a
institutional
huge
investors
buying
out there
opportunity for
jumping in on Luna
Let me know if you can hear the audio
and
and if it's too
getting
loud.
in on Luna temporarily.
So I don't know
this
if
is
you
pretty
can hear
much
the
what they're
audio for
doing.
the stream yet.
And this happens with everything, even when Dogecoin was pumping.
But yeah, big shout out to Brian M, who went to Florida.
All of this was happening. So with
then we
all
got
that out
here,
the way,
Raider Mendoza says,
let's talk about this.
Please don't
there's
forget
no
to
way
like
that this
and
is going
share
to
and
continue to
comment.
pump for all of
Definitely
its
helps
time
with
of
the algorithm.
existence.
Definitely
There's no crypto out
like,
there
share,
that
and comment.
continues
You
to
guys
pump
can.
24/7 and never stops
Brian
pumping.
M, honestly, we just
have
need
their
Bitcoin to go back
points,
up, and Baby
Luna
Doge will
Classic
just
is
follow
actually
along.
reaching that.
That's
But
also
is it
very
quite
true.
there at the correction point right now?
KTS
I don't believe so. I'll
says
talk about it in a
when
second.
Baby Doge
So
pumps.
the
We're gonna be
first
talking
thing
about
why
when
I
Baby
don't
Doge
believe
is
so is
gonna
over
pump
here. You
soon.
can actually see
Brian M says nobody's really
overbought
putting money
area
into
or
the space
oversold
right
area.
now. So
It was a little bit
that too
oversold
soon.
around this area.
But yeah, let
and
me
now
know
you're
if you guys
seeing
can hear
buying
the
coming
audio
back in.
of this
So
video
now
that
you're
I
seeing
made
a
for
green wave
Luna
starting to
Classic
form. The
last
green
week.
wave is pretty much showing that
I
buying
don't
is
know if
starting to
anybody
come
can actually
back in
hear
for
it
Luna.
yet,
You're actually
but we're
starting
gonna
to see
get
that
this
reflect
straight.
inside the Luna price.
But yeah, let
Now
me
it's going
know
up
if
a
you
little
all
higher.
hear
You can
it.
see here on the fundamental
And
chart, you
if
can
you
see
can't, then I
that
guess
Luna
I'll
is
just
starting
talk
to
about
have
it.
more buying pressure coming in for Luna
Okay,
Classic.
nothing
So
in here
now
yet.
what you're also
All right,
seeing
let
is
me
this
go
area
ahead
right here
and
saying
go over to something
high
else because I
activity
don't think you guys can hear the
expected.
video.
When you see a high
All right, let me just
activity
stop
expected,
sharing that screen. All right, I don't know if you guys were here in the video for that, but that was pretty much me calling out the Luna Classic pump, or not the pump, but you know, the pullback before the pump happened, and I did not get an opportunity to actually get in when I should have got in. So I'm definitely upset about that. But anyways, we're going to talk about what can happen with a Baby Doge now. So let's just go over here and talk more about Baby Doge. Now that we're kind of getting some more people in, we can get off the Luna Classic topic, and then we can get back to Luna Classic when we get some more people in, because I know people do want to actually have, you know, good gains out of Luna Classic, and then maybe you want to funnel those into Baby Doge. But actually, someone said they could hear. We have Orbital Traffic said we heard the audio. All right, I didn't know if anyone could hear it, but I'll probably bring it back up later on in the stream. Over here, we got A says how to stake Baby Doge in Loon C. Please make a video. And why would Baby Doge bull during a bear market? Well, I would say it would bull during the bear market just because of the actual swap coming out, the main net for the swap, and just leading up to the main net, just the news coming out. You know, they're going to hype it up, and that's really going to put people on like FOMO mode, and they're just going to throw money into it. So it's going to pump. But, you know, we probably will get a pullback if we don't have the bull market coming in as we get the swap released. But anyways, Brian M also said that we heard it. And then A also said, when do you think at what time there will be a bull market, in which month and year? Yeah, we definitely can't tell during about the months and year, but we can kind of look at the Bitcoin halving in knowing that right before the halving, we usually have a pump in the overall market. So I think that would probably be a good time. But anyways, let's talk about some baby Doge stuff. And I definitely will bring that video back since you all heard it. And that's definitely good for further notice for other stuff in the live stream. So then we can just bring up audio for anything. But let's talk about stuff. And there's also been a lot of clickbait on Twitter for baby Doge. So we're also going to talk about that a lot too. So yeah, don't worry. We're going to talk about all this. A lot of people have been putting some false information on Twitter for some views. And I guess we're going to have to call it out because, yeah, it's just making us look like I don't know, it's making us look like spammers. Let's be honest. But anyways, over here we have the baby Doge chart. So as you all know, I did not make a video today for baby Doge, but we're going to be doing the live stream. So as you can see, the 24-hour market control and controlled by the bears, 80%, and we were 80% bearish pretty much throughout the whole day. And now we're kind of coming back up for the next day here with the baby Doge. And at the moment, we're at 1164. And this is just for the certain charts. You know, every chart's different. This is for OKX. And I just feel like this is probably the best one for this website because TradingView just does not have everything. I wish TradingView had the pancake swap one, so then you can know exactly where it is from there. And it does say pancake swap here, but the way they have it, it's with Tether USDT, and there's like no liquidity. There's just nothing there to look at. So it's pointless to look at it from this perspective. That's why the most volume is coming through here. So there's no volume on the other one. But anyways, the most volume is here. So this is what we're going to do. But anyways, baby Doge did hit the support all the way down here around 1100. Now, if we were to break below 1100, and the reason why I say the 1100 support, really the 4-hour chart would probably be best to look at this. But we also had support in 1100 way back here. So we just got to pull back all the way back here to June. And we had 1100 support somewhere back here. And that's actually been a good support for us time and time again. 1100. Same thing for resistance. Back here inside 19th of May, 1100 played as our resistance right over here. Let me move this over just a little bit to the side. But yeah, 1100 played a huge role over there. And I was doing technical analysis on there too. And I guess this was the area I predicted where it bottom out and then go up here. That's what that line and other lines for. And then anyways, we also had 1100 as support over here. So 1100 has always been a very good support and resistance for baby Doge, especially during times of consolidation. And now that's exactly where we're at right now with baby Doge, still at that 1100, well, 1165. But that 1100 is our support that we fell at way back here. So we could be seeing the pump all the way up here to this next resistance for baby Doge. And that is pretty much supply and demand of less demand, if you want to say. There's pretty much less demand in this area, the whole red area. That's pretty much what it means. There's less supply and demand for it. So what we're looking at here, though, is not a pullback, but a pump back up here to the 1200 area. And see, if we go back up to 1220 and we don't get the swap released by then, and we also don't get the swap and then a bullish crypto market, like both of them at the same time. If we can't have the swap and a bullish crypto market at the same time, by the time we hit this area, then you will see a pullback. But if we could at least get the swap out before we hit 1250 or really 1220, then we can try to break the 1250 Fibonacci retracement, which was actually pretty funny. The second we actually hit 1250 over here, you see it immediately dropped all the way down. So that is something that could probably happen when we go on there for the reversal to the upside. The second we hit it, we could immediately go straight up to our next resistance, which is going to be at 1365. So that's just what we're looking at here. I'm pretty much just anticipating on like a bunch of stuff going on. Pretty much just the swap, though. Leading up to the swap, there's going to be a bunch of stuff going on. There's just going to be so much news about baby Doge coming out with the mainnet swap. We just released the date and all that. So when we actually release the release date, people are just going to FOMO into it. And I feel like that's what's going to make us pump even higher. But will it be an artificial pump? Will it be the type of pump where we just pump, and then just stop and then completely halted and straight down from there? It could be that if we don't have anything backing it and if the actual swap is a disappointment to people. So hopefully the swap isn't a disappointment to people, and hopefully the actual mainnet actually is 100% fixed. No bugs, no nothing. And really the only way that happens is if they really take their time to release it, and they have been. So I think by the time that comes out, we should definitely have some good news for Baby Doge. But leading up to then, people are probably going to FOMO into this, and it's going to be really big for us. Now, let's go over some of the other stuff we got over here. So we have Joel Young says, do Baby Doge have any dates when the card is coming out in the app and when they are working on it? So yeah, the last AMA, they pretty much said that they're working on it. So we pretty much just got to wait for that. And as to when they're going to release that, I'm not too sure. They did say that they're going to release it, but they're going to release it first for Europe. And then they're going to start rolling out to other countries and then the United States. So the US probably will get it last, just like we got everything inside of crypto last. Like Binance, we can't even get on the regular Binance exchange. Binance US is just not it. There's only like 30, 40 cryptos on Binance US. And on top of that, it's just not like the regular Binance app. The staking isn't the same. It's just not the same. And it's a bummer. But anyways, I will probably try to get Binance outside of the country, but then I gotta get a citizenship somewhere else to use Binance outside of the country. It's not even worth it. But yeah, Baby Doge is working on that app, but I don't know when they're gonna release it. Now, A says, thanks, Marcellus. Thanks to everybody joining. If anyone wants to support, just go ahead and send a donation through the Cash App, PayPal, or just do a super thanks or a super sticker or a super chat. And also remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Gotta say that. But let's keep going over this. So we got Raider Mendoza over here says, Joel Young, I believe in their AMA, they talked about the card possibly coming out towards the end of the year. Yeah, they did mention that in the AMA. And I also think either by the beginning of next year or the end of this year, sometime around then. But I know for specifically, if you want to talk about the US, I know we're going to get it late. So it's not going to even be around that time. And let's see what else we got here. Joel Young over here says again, okay, thanks for the info. All that good stuff. Fair Fire says, hey man, any update on the burning mechanism on Baby Doge? So I don't think we're going to be doing any more of the manual burns, and the manual burns are pretty much completely halted until they say so. And during the AMA, they said they're really focusing on the swap and everything else. So as the swap is rolling out, we're probably not going to get any kind of manual burn because they're really not trying to focus on that right now. So I don't know if they're going to start it again, but hey, that's what they said. And then over here, Orbital Traffic said, I would rather have the wallet before the card. That would definitely make sense. The wallet should definitely come before the card. But yeah, if anyone wants to go ahead and support the channel, go ahead and send through Cash App, super sticker, super chat, all that good stuff. Ask any questions. Next, we're probably going to go over Luna Classic and Bitcoin, seeing where those can go. And we already went over Luna Classic a little bit. But we're also going to go over Bitcoin. So stick around for that. Now, Luna Classic. We have been talking about Luna Classic a lot. Just in the chat, I want to see how many people are actually invested in Luna Classic. Because me personally, I don't have any. I do have Doge Chain, and I'm going to do a video about Doge Chain. But just put a 1 in the chat, I guess, if you have Luna Classic or if you're trading Luna Classic. Because I'm definitely interested in that. But yeah, put a 1 in the chat for that. We also got over here, Orbital Traffic says the swap will increase the burns. So just wait for it. Yep, that will also happen. But is anyone in here inside of Luna Classic? Because that is like the #1 thing on everybody's mind. So we got to talk about Luna Classic a lot too. Now we got Tim Donahoe over here says 1. So yes, Tim Donahoe is inside of Luna Classic. We got Nick Kennedy inside of Luna Classic. And yeah, I think Luna Classic could have some potential, but you always want to know exactly what's about to happen when trading. So yeah, I guess since there's some people in here on Luna Classic, we can talk about this even more. Nasaro Farah says yes. All right, so we're going to talk about some support and resistance levels for Luna Classic, where it's more than likely going to go and what could happen after that. Remember, none of this is financial advice, but we're going to talk about this. Now, Triggered Soul says, ever night before going to sleep, I wish Baby Doge kills 4 zeros. Yeah, definitely. I would love it if it killed 4 zeros also, but that could take a long time for us. But let's go ahead and look at the Luna Classic technicals and seeing what's going to happen next. So the first thing that I mentioned in my previous video over here says high activity expected in Luna Classic. So that means high activity either buying or selling. And if you look at it right now, we're having a hard problem getting back up to that resistance that we peaked out at. We peaked out all the way up here at 5.8. So since we peaked out at this area and we're having high activity expected over here, the same thing that happened over here when we got around that area, we had high selling. So what if we get around this area again and then get high selling again and going down to 4.8 and possibly even 4.5? So those are the levels that I'm really watching for right now, 4.8 and 4.5, and they're pretty much represented by these little tiny green lines. And you can see how this actually hit the support when it hit, or it actually hit support at 4.8 and then again support around 4.5. So that's probably going to be the next area we drop down to 4.5. And right now we're at 52175. So if we hit 4.5, and then it goes back up, that's going to be a pretty good gain. Now, I'm going to tell you where I'm looking to get in on Luna Classic, back in. When I say that, back in, because I really wish I could have got in like way earlier. I really want to see it going all the way down to this area here. And that's why I marked it at the bottom for the bottom support. That's the bottom support for me to get in personally. So that's what I was looking at when I made this line down here at the bottom. That's going to be around 3.332. If you go back here and you look, we actually had this as a major resistance. The second we passed this area on the September 5th, we actually started to pump even more. And that was around 2930. So around 29 or 30, 32, 34, somewhere around there. I just put this next line up here at 3.4 because I'm not going to wait till 3.2 or 2.9, because what if it doesn't get all the way down there, or what if it does but only stays down there very briefly? And that's why I think 3.4 is probably going to be that sweet spot for me, because if I can hop in at 3.4 and then get out at our previous all-time highs, or not all-time highs, but the short-term all-time highs, all the way back at 5.8. Let's do some calculations here. So from 3.4 to that area up there. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the calculator. We're going to do some math with it. So get your calculators out and follow along, class. We're about to go ahead and do this. But let me go ahead and bring up this calculator. So let's talk about this. Now, I was calculating something else for Luna Classic earlier in my video, but let's just talk about this now. So let's just say you had $1,000 and we got in at our 3.4. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, right? That gives you 2.9 million Luna Classic. You multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That's our previous all-time high that we had recently. Not all-time high, but short-term all-time high. That's a $705 profit if we can do that trade properly, just with $1,000. So if you think about it in a macro, if you put more than 1,000, if you put 10,000 in, you could get 17K back. If you put it's just going to keep going on and on and on. And there's some huge opportunities here. You put in 20,000, you're going to get like 37,000 back or something like that. So yeah, this huge opportunity. Actually, let's see what would happen if you put like 20,000 in, multiply, or actually no, divide by 1, 2, 3 and 3, 2. That's really what we're waiting for. 3, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there. And then just go ahead and get 62.5 million. That's a lot of Luna Classic. And then multiply it by 5.8. So yeah, I was almost right. But yeah, $36,000. So this is a pretty big trade that we're looking at here. And this trade could be done with any amount. I'm just kind of throwing the numbers out there. But any amount, like you have $1,000, you can make 1,700 back. You can get 1,700 back, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and bring back this screen. And we're going to talk about it some more. So let's talk some more about Luna Classic. So who else in here is investing in Luna Classic? Let's look at some other stuff over here. Let's see what everyone's talking about. So Orbital Traffic says, how about the best way to get Luna Classic? Yes, I was actually talking about that in my previous video. So something you want to know about with getting Luna Classic, you can get it almost anywhere. Honestly, you can get it on crypto.com. But with crypto.com, I did the math for it, and you're paying a lot in maker and taker fees. So let's just kind of do some math here for the maker. Well, let's just say this. I was going to do something, and it was going to charge me huge fees if I wanted to do a large purchase. But if you do a small purchase in crypto.com, your fees are much smaller. So if you're like getting $100 worth of Luna Classic, you're paying like $3, $5 maybe inside of fees. And that's not much for 90 something dollars. But then when you start doing like $1,000, and now you're seeing they're taking out 30 something in fees, you're doing 10,000. Now they're taking $300 in fees. You're doing 20,000. Now they're taking $600 to $700 worth of fees from you for that one buying fee, and then for their selling. And that's kind of a lot. But then when you do something like Qcoin or Mexi Global, those are very low fees. I actually have a link in the description for Mexi Global, and Mexi Global actually has very low fees. So I'm probably going to go ahead and show you Mexi Global actually, because Mexi Global is like one of the best exchanges to trade on, either there or Qcoin, in my personal opinion. I'm not going to say like for everybody, but me personally, I do like Mexi Global. So we're going to go ahead and pull the Mexi Global up. I actually have an affiliate link in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug that in if anyone wants to go support it. But like I'm saying, like inside of America, we don't have that many exchanges inside of America. Let's be honest. Not that many exchanges that charge like low fees, because crypto.com, high fees, Binance US, they kind of, ostracized it from the actual Binance, and now they're charging us more. And yeah, they're just doing some weird stuff out here with that. But yeah, here's my Mexi Global link if y'all want to check that out. And then Qcoin's also probably good. But personally, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with Mexi Global for trading. And that's what I use. If anyone wants to know like what I use for Luna Classic, Doge Chain is on there as well, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, that was a good question, Orbital Classic. That's a good way to get it. Now, what I would say, what I do, I buy it on crypto.com and then send it to Mexi Global. And you can do it like that. But we got over here, Joel Young says, I had 1 million Luna, but I sold it when it was 2.5. Oh, man, you messed up. That's crazy, but it's okay. I'm more invested in Baby Doge. Yeah, you can never really 100% time it. That's just the truth. And yeah, Orbital says, me too, as for Baby Doge. Yeah, I'm in Baby Doge more than I don't even have anything on Luna Classic, to be honest. But I was really trying to get in on it, and I missed the pump. But yeah, Brian M says, Baby Doge can't miss. We got another one. Joel Young says, let's not talk about Luna. I sold already. But yeah, I mean, I wish I would have bought at a very low amount. I'd be up huge. I'd probably quit my job because I don't know, not that much money, but still, I'd be up pretty big. Nick Kennedy says, luckily got in 0.26. Not much, only threw $300 in. So yeah, that's still pretty good, because you're probably like 100% or more in on your investment. You're probably like around $600 now. So that's still a pretty good amount. Also, Nick Kennedy says, have you heard anything about Coinbase in Luna Classic? No, I honestly don't follow Coinbase. I don't follow Coinbase. I don't use it. I tried to sign up before and they wouldn't take my deposits. So I don't use Coinbase. But anyways, Cliff Power, and also heard they have the highest fees out of everybody. So I don't know about Coinbase. And crypto.com has lower fees than that too. But Cliff Power says, hey, we're live. Big shout out to Cliff Power. Joel Young just now said, those anyone here have Trust Wallet, because that's where I have my Baby Doge, and Elon Mars big time. But the problem I'm gonna have is how to sell some when it goes up. So yeah, do you not know how to sell it, or it just takes too long for you? I'm not sure if you're saying that you don't know how to sell it, or if it just takes too long. Because if you don't know how to sell it, all you do is the same process as you bought it. You would just go to PancakeSwap and do the same thing. Swap it to BNB, send BNB to whatever exchange that you sent to Trust Wallet originally from, and then sell it on there. So yeah, I would send my Baby Doge, or I would send my BNB from crypto.com to Trust Wallet, buy Baby Doge with PancakeSwap, and then swap it back, send Baby Doge back to BNB in PancakeSwap, and then send BNB from Trust Wallet to your crypto.com and then sell it. That'd pretty much be the whole process there, which is a lot of steps, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. It really takes seconds. It's way faster than using a traditional bank. If you were to do a transaction like that in a traditional bank, you got to wire the money. You could do an instant deposit, but it's going to take some fees. It's going to take time at the bank. It's going to take time on the app to actually do the transaction. So crypto is 100% better. And even with you sending stuff from crypto.com to Trust Wallet, back to Trust Wallet to crypto.com, and then selling, is still a lot faster. So that's definitely something good there. But yeah, that's how you would pretty much sell your Baby Doge if you want to know that. Now, let's see what else we got. If anyone else wants to know anything, just let me know. Hey, we got Cliff Power in here again with a big support, $50 of the Canadian dollars. Big shout out to Cliff Power, one of the biggest supporters here. And yeah, if anyone wants to support, go ahead and send a Cash App through there. Cliff Power says, keep up the good work. Big shout out to you. I'll definitely keep this up, because I'm definitely trying to hit the road and travel the world and do some stuff. I'm going to make some travel videos for the Baby Doge Army too. But yeah, I'm going to keep up the good work, and I'm going to keep going over all this. And yeah, I'm definitely going to go hit Canada. I hear Vancouver is the spot. And yeah, you're up there. So I'm definitely going to have to go out there and hit Vancouver, because Vancouver is like the biggest talked about place in Canada, next to Montreal and Toronto, I believe. So those are like all the big spots over there. We got Orbital Traffic also says, why not convert it to BUSD. So, I mean, you could, I mean, if you want, convert it to BUSD and then send it over to your crypto.com or whatever you bought it from. So yeah, you would just convert it to BUSD and send it somewhere else if you want. But it's just up to you whether we want to use BNB or BUSD. But yeah, Canada is definitely on the spot. And yeah, I definitely got to hit Canada. But let's see what else we have. We're going to have to talk about some baby Doge and Bitcoin. Let's be honest, Bitcoin is not really, I don't want to say it's not doing too good, but Luna Classic's doing way better. Let's just keep it at that. Luna Classic's doing way better. I don't want to get the Bitcoin maxis in a bunch because, you know, if you disrespect Bitcoin, they might come after you. But hey, Bitcoin is a good telltale signal about pretty much to what we're going to do next. But, you know, before I start talking, you know, more about Bitcoin, who in the description actually owns Bitcoin? Because I don't own Bitcoin, not in the description, but inside the chat. Who in the chat actually owns Bitcoin? I own like Ethereum. I don't own Bitcoin. I own BNB, Ethereum, Baby Doge, Doge Chain, Dogecoin. I don't actually, and some sheep. I don't actually own any Bitcoin though. So who in the chat actually owns Bitcoin? And I don't want to upset any Bitcoin people, but I'm definitely going to buy Bitcoin in the future. But I feel like with Bitcoin, you got to have some kind of money to make a dent in there. Like you got to have like 10,000 or at least one Bitcoin, you know. It's hard to get one Bitcoin. It's $19,000. Like, I don't know. It's too hard. But over here we have Evan Berbaum says, do I think we can hit 63? We could in the future, but it's definitely not going to happen this year. And then, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this year for Baby Doge. But Cliff Power says he owns 0 Bitcoin. And Orbital Traffic says he owns some Bitcoin. So, yeah, I guess there's some people that got Bitcoin. I got Ethereum. Joel Young says, thanks for the info, Marcellus. Yes, I started to follow you. Good info. You have one more follower. Thank you, Joel Young, for supporting the channel. Thank you for following. I'm going to be bringing out a lot more content in the future. So definitely thank everybody for coming together into the Baby Doge community. Almost said the Dogecoin community. But yeah, Dogecoin community, Baby Doge community, Sheep community, it's all the same. Even Luna Classic, it's all the same type of thing. Meme coins. Luna Classic isn't necessarily a meme coin, but it's a community coin. And Baby Doge is more than a meme coin. It's a community coin. And same with Dogecoin. And that's why I feel like all these different cryptos are in the same space. They're all like community coins. And they're literally all one, because whenever you ask someone in Baby Doge if they're in Luna Classic, most of the time they're probably in this, they're probably in that, they're probably in Dogecoin, they're probably in Sheep. Everyone's all in the same stuff pretty much inside of this pool. But anyways, we got over here. No worries about upsetting me. Not really a big deal on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people aren't really that big on Bitcoin. When you get the big money, that's when you start to get big on Bitcoin, because then you want more safe plays. But let's be honest, none of us are throwing $1 million in it right now, at least until we get that from Baby Doge. But we got Mark Sanchez says Bitcoin big money play on 0. Yep, that's 100% facts. Like if you got not even 100K, like you're gonna need more than 100K. If you got a cool million in Bitcoin, then you can be comfortable in it, because you know it's gonna return certain type of gains over time. But you're never going to get some crazy astronomical numbers from Bitcoin because it's already pumped so much. It's the top crypto. But you will get good gains over time, and it'll way outperform the stock market and real estate and all that stuff. Joel Young says, I'm poor, no Bitcoin here, only Baby Doge and Elon. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way here. Now, Mark Sanchez, same, only own Baby Doge. So yeah, most people only own Baby Doge. I guess I'll go over some Bitcoin for the people that are looking at that. But really why we're going over Bitcoin is because Baby Doge and everything else pretty much follows Bitcoin. But yeah, anyways, we're hitting this resistance here with Bitcoin. And this resistance is all the way up at about 19.4K. And we're actually bouncing off it. And now we're staying higher above there. You can see like our lows just keep getting higher. Higher and higher lows typically equals a breakout. And it looks like we're probably about to hit that breakout pretty soon in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin breaks out, Baby Doge breaks out. And if Bitcoin also breaks out, then Luna Classic's probably going to break out too. And it's been breaking out. In BNB, Ethereum, everything's going to break out. So yeah, Baby Doge is definitely going to have a nice run if this happens. And you can see it here. High activity is expected in this area by institutional investors in dark pools. So the fact that we have high activity for this stuff over here pretty much shows that we're probably going to get a nice pump going up to either the next resistance at 19.6K, or we could go up to the next resistance after that which is up here more or less to 20K, and that's like minor resistance until we get up to probably like 22K where we get the major resistance. So let's actually go ahead and bring that up. That'll probably be for the 4-hour chart. That'll show you a more longer term perspective here with Bitcoin. So yeah, we have immediate resistance up here, and that's where the red bar is. It pretty much shows supply and demand of less demand, and that's our immediate resistance, which is more so minor resistance. And then we have the major resistance all the way up here from 20K to about 20.7K. Major resistance for Bitcoin. It's going to be pretty hard for us to get past it. And you can see here on the oscillator, the selling has stopped, and now the buying is flowing in. The buying wave is now flowing in, and we're probably going to end up seeing Bitcoin getting back up there. But I don't know how long it's going to stay up there. Our new highs is probably going to end up stopping over here at 20K flat or possibly 20.7K. But those are going to be the new highs, and then we'll have new lows set, which will probably be more so 17K or 16K if we get new lows. And then after that, our new highs for Bitcoin will probably be more like 18K or 19K. And it's probably going to keep doing that until it finally hits like 10, 11K. And a lot of people didn't like the 10, 11K perspective that had on it. But a lot of analysts are looking at this right now. I mean, there's high activity expected in this area that we're currently at, but that high activity could come to a halt very soon. But anyways, when you look at the oscillator though for Bitcoin, you can also see a bullish signal. It's showing a bullish signal because the selling is actually slowing down and the buying is coming in. But I don't know how long it's going to last. It could be short-lived, and we could hit this bottom support before that actually happens. Because look, this is the 1 week chart. This is a very, very wide chart. And when you look at the very big charts like this, it really shows you a huge perspective when you look at a long-term chart. It shows you the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the major resistance or the major support for Bitcoin is at 10.8K to about 11K. And really, that's a huge time frame to look at it, but we have to look at it like that. 10.8K, the upper side of it is actually 14K. So the upper side is this area here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that a little bit more. And I know it's probably going to look hard to see just because of the way it's set up, but let's just go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in right there and then just look at this. So it's showing here that Bitcoin could be coming back down to this green bar here, which shows 10.8K or 11K, somewhere like that, or all the way up here around 14K. So let's just keep it simple and say 11K to 14K. It's probably where we're going to get those two supports here for Bitcoin. You can actually see back in 2020, inside of August, we actually, all August through about October, that's when we were playing around in these areas. And that's when we finally rose. And literally, when we hit these resistance areas, it starts to rise and it just starts to go crazy. So those resistance areas in our next pump or our next pullback, our next correction are then going to play as our supports. So our resistance then becomes our supports. And now since we had such huge resistance there, now there's going to be such huge support here. So this area is going to be a good area of support for Bitcoin. And this is probably going to be the next pump, honestly, when we reach 10, 11K, or not 10, 11K, 11 to 14K. And yeah, people aren't going to be ready for this. But if Bitcoin goes back down to 11 or 14K, you know how many people are going to be buying in over there. That's why it says high activity expected, because there's high activity for institutional investors and dark pools. And also, I'll go ahead and show you what my indicators show. So over here, it says dark pools plus institutional interest. When I take it off, you'll see that the high activity and all that comes off because that's what it's for. It's for dark pools and institutional investors and their interest inside of Bitcoin or whatever it's tracking. Right now, we're tracking Bitcoin. So yeah, we're going to have some nice movements in Bitcoin pretty soon. But let's go back over here to the chat, see what we got. So we got over here, Kakron Grot, something like that. Time to pump for Baby Dogecoin. So yeah, Baby Dogecoin is definitely going to pump. Honestly, probably when Bitcoin does this pump, but this is going to be the major pump. This is a major correction followed by a major pump. So when you see Bitcoin going back down at 11K or 14K, that's the major correction. And then after that will be the major pump, kind of like how we've seen this over here. And it's not going to be no little pump. It's going to be a major pump. But anyways, like how we had this whole pump here, this is probably going to be the same thing when we hit this, but we're going to be creating new all-time highs, which will probably be 100K. Those 100K areas are going to be our new all-time highs. So that's a perspective that you really want to look at, because we did these all-time highs, next 100K. That's what a lot of analysts are predicting. And I guess I'm being an analyst now too. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's see what else we got here. We got Evan Birnbaum says, do you think after the baby Doge swap, we pump and stay up, not pump and dump like we always do? So if the overall crypto market doesn't become bullish by then and everything isn't already pumping, then yeah, baby Doge will probably pump and then do a pullback. But it wouldn't be a pump and dump. It's just a pump and then a pullback if we cannot sustain that. But if the baby Doge swap comes out and then everything is on point and people are just using it, increasing the liquidity for baby Doge, increasing the volume, then we're going to continue to pump. So it just depends how the rollout happens and whether or not the crypto market is also bullish as well. But we got over here Kakaron Grot, or Kakaron, I can't even pronounce that. I don't know why. HD gems after Doge, or BD hidden gems after Doge. So yes. Cliff Power says Crow is my living coin. Baby Doge should be my Lambo coin. And Baby Doge is doing great. You just got to hold it long term. So yeah, crypto.com coin is definitely one of the best if you want to talk about exchange coins, like cryptos that have their own exchange. Crypto.com is probably one of the best. And then BNB. Well, no, first the BNB and then crypto.com. Like we can't put crypto.com above BNB. It's first BNB and then it's crypto.com. But when it comes for upside potential, crypto.com and then BNB, because crypto.com is lower, it's newer, and it has a lot going on for it, just like how Binance did when Binance first started. But crypto.com is really scaling very fast. So yeah, it's definitely one of the top. Now, Mark Sanchez over here says, you have to see Baby Doge in something huge in the future. The roadmap and everything it's done is impressive. Holders, number, rank, and so much more. I think the swap will be a nice boost for Hodl. So yeah, that's definitely going to be something that makes people want to hold Baby Doge even more when they see that swap coming out. But we're going to go ahead and go over some other stuff here. Let's see what else we got in the chat over here. So got Nasara Farah says, have to sleep, but thank you and happy to see you in live. So yeah, big shout out to Nasara Farah for showing up. But yeah, I'll make some more lives. But yeah, definitely have a good night's sleep. I'm probably going to end up closing the live stream early. I want to say 11:30, but it's probably not going to work out like that. But I don't know, maybe 11:30, because I'm probably going to have to get some sleep here. But yeah, big shout out to you, Nasara. We got over here, Joel Young says, we need to hold long term, and that's only especially when Binance will list Baby Doge. We need to hold and not sell, keep holding. But yeah, we definitely need to hold and keep. I don't see why anyone would want to swing trade a Baby Doge. You need to get large. You need to get huge gains with Baby Doge for not holding, but for swing trading. Because you got to think about it, like 10% buy, 10% sell. You got to have more than 20% every single time you want to buy and sell Baby Doge. So you definitely need those gains in Baby Doge. But big shout out to Orbital Traffic for the $5 super chat. It says, does MEXC Global have the KYC? Yeah, they do have the KYC. Right now, I'm only approved for 20 Bitcoin transfers per day. And that's a lot of Bitcoin transfers per day. And I'm only approved for 20. And I'm trying to get the advanced, but it says that it'll tell you whether or not you got it within 1 to 2 days. It's been about 5 months and I haven't got it. So I guess I'm not approved for advanced KYC, which is 200 Bitcoin. I don't know why I would need to move 200 Bitcoin, but yeah, that's pretty much what it's showing for me. But yeah, you can get it. I got the regular KYC. I guess I didn't get approved for the advanced one because I'm in the US, but I know US people can get approved for it. So that's a pretty good question. But yeah, shout out to you for asking that. And let's go over here to the next one. Brian M. But yeah, Brian M says, I'm still here. I'm just listening. Big shout out to Brian M. And he also says, if Bitcoin goes to 10K, I'll buy some more. So yeah, if Bitcoin goes to 10K, I'll definitely buy a lot more Bitcoin. But yeah, Cliff Power says totally true about the Crypto.com and Binance thing. But yeah, Crypto.com and BNB are probably the top coins inside of my eyesight right now. And I need to buy some actual BNB because I have like Binance coins, but I need to get actual BNB. But Crypto JV says patience is the key. Yep, 100% is the key. But yeah, if anyone wants to go ahead and send through super chats or cash apps, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna check in the cash app to see if someone sent anything and show some love to whoever sent. Okay, so yeah, we do have a cash app from Nasara Farah. Oh, I think Nasara actually already went to sleep. So big shout out to Nasara for sending the $20 super chat. That's a big support right there. But I wish I could have got it on the screen before she signed out here. But yeah, if anyone wants to go ahead and send it through anything, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll be much appreciated. I'll probably stay on a lot longer now that I'm getting some super chats. Makes it worth staying up, I guess, until I go to work at 4 in the morning. And it's like 11:15 p.m. right now. So I'm probably not going to get much sleep anyway. So I might as well stay on for a little longer. But yeah, patience is key. There's other stuff I wanted to go over here too with Baby Doge. So let's pull those up. So first of all, only down about 0.5% for the 24-hour period, which is not bad at all. And over here, this is the main thing that everybody's been talking about in Baby Doge. We should have a live date for the mainnet for Baby Doge swap soon, and they're going to be giving away $250 with it as well to someone who retweets, comments a picture or a video of using Baby Doge swap. So you got to actually use the test net, and then you got to find a bug and post it, and then they'll give you an extra $250 bonus. So $250 and an extra $250 if you do this third step. So that's pretty good right there. Just retweet, do that, do those 2 steps, and then boom, easy money. But hey, honestly, if the Baby Doge swap comes out and then the actual mainnet is something that really just pokes out, just sticks out, people just look at it as like the next pancake swap, then that's going to be what makes Baby Doge pump even more. But either way, it's going to pump leading up to it. Like people are just going to hype it. People are going to FOMO into it. The Baby Doge, the developers, the Baby Doge team are probably going to start putting out a lot more posts talking about it, pumping it up. So either way, it's going to go crazy. But anyways, in the last 24 hours, we burned 8.9K or 8.92K worth of US dollars inside of Baby Doge, which is about 7.29 trillion Baby Doge. So yeah, we've been burning Baby Doge very quickly. And let's see what else we got here for the chats. We got Raider Mendoza that says, if Bitcoin goes down to 10K, I think a whole lot of us will be buying a few. Yeah, definitely, because if it goes down to 10K, you might as well drop some money on it. Like it's the best crypto, to be completely honest. It's the top crypto. But anyways, Mark and Cheddar, well, not the best, it's the top. I wouldn't say the best. There's a lot more better ones. But anyways, Mark and Cheddar says, hey, personal question. If Baby Dogecoin pumped to like 30%, where and how do you cash out from your Trust wallet? So a lot of people ask that. It's the same process as buying it. Yeah, it's the exact same process as buying it. Just go to Pancake Swap and Trust Wallet, swap. Oh yeah, no, I keep forgetting that some people bought it with their card through Trust Wallet. I keep forgetting that because Trust Wallet has that option where you just go there, you buy with your card through Trust Wallet. Because see, if you do that, then it's not the same process. I keep forgetting, so I was telling people the wrong thing. So that's probably why people are asking. I was about to say, like, it's kind of common sense, but I forgot. Like the people that actually bought through Trust Wallet, now you got to think about how that works. So if you bought through Trust Wallet, the process that you're now going to have to do is going to be another step because you bought through Trust Wallet. So what you're going to have to do is transfer it from Trust Wallet, not Trust Wallet, but go to Pancake Swap and then swap it from Baby Doge to BNB. And then you're going to have to take BNB and send BNB to a centralized exchange that your KYC confirmed on. And if you're actually KYC approved on it, then you can hook your bank account to it. And now you got to transfer it from that centralized exchange to your bank account. So that's how you're going to have to do it. So just to kind of recap that, first thing you're going to have to do is go over to Pancake Swap through Trust Wallet, swap your Baby Doge to BNB, and then send BNB to a centralized exchange that your KYC approved on, and then send that to your bank from there. So that's pretty much what you're going to have to do. It's going to be multiple steps. But yeah, make them, take them. Says, what's up, Marcellus? Holding 3 trillion Baby Doge. Baby Doge is bullish with swaps, NFTs, and the huge community. Definitely. That's a lot of Baby Doge, and I'm trying to get up to that amount. I got probably like 2.5 at this moment, but I'm going to have to check. But hey, that's a good amount, Baby Doge. And Orbital Traffic says bug bounties are always nice. So yeah, that's definitely true if you can find those bugs inside there and get that free money, especially if you're only doing those trades with like small amounts of money. So yeah, Click Power says, I believe once everything is set up in Baby Doge Swap, we're going to see a big coin burn. So yeah, that's definitely good as well. I think a coin burn will probably happen. And they did say in the AMA, they were like, look, we're probably going to end up doing the burns after the swap. But first, we're going to have to get the swap out because they're trying to really focus all their time and energy on the swap. And that's pretty much what they said inside the AMA. So Mark Antetta says, Baby Dogecoin has a huge slippage. So if you do that, you lose most probably a huge sum, right? No. Not if you put it. Not if you put a 1 at the end of your transaction and then do point zero. You know what I'm talking about. Do the 1 at the end of the transaction and then 0.001 for your thing for your slippage, something like that. But yeah, it's not that high a slippage. But anyways, G Benz 2020 says got 6 trillion baby Doge. That's huge. That's a lot of baby Doge over there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up another screen over here. I want to show something else. So let's go back over to Luna Classic actually. Yeah. So let's see what Luna Classic is doing in real time. So let's go over here to the 5-minute chart and let's see what we're looking like here with Luna. So we're going to talk about this. And we got some more new people in the chat. So for the new people in the chat, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you have Luna Classic or if you're trading Luna Classic actively. Because now we got 33 people. When I first said this, I think we had like 10 or 17. So we're getting more people in here. But yeah, go ahead and drop in the chat if you have some Luna Classic. Okay, so Mark and Chetta says, sorry, can you explain the slippage part? Everywhere says slippage should be 12. Am I missing something? So yeah, I'll explain it. Actually, I'll bring up Pancake Swap here. So let's go ahead and back out. Well, I don't want to actually bring up my actual Pancake Swap because it's connected to my phone. But let's just go ahead and bring up the Pancake Swap website. So home pancakeswap.finance. So trade now. I'm not going to actually connect my wallet, but I'll show you what I mean. All right. So let's say you have 100 BNB, right? And let's say you wanted to do baby Doge. So let's type in baby Doge. Where is baby Doge? Right here. That's baby Doge billionaire. The one that you want would say baby Doge coin, this one. So you would just import that, understand. All right. So let's say you have 100 BNB, which is insane. So let's take that 100 BNB probably to like 1 BNB. So you have 1 BNB, which is like 100 something dollars. So you go over here and wait, is it 100 something dollars? No, it's $281. If it was 100 something, I'd be buying it. But anyways, you would take and you would put the backspace right here where this 0 is. And instead, you put a 1. In doing that, it's kind of like a glitch where it lets you go over here and go to your slippage and turn your slippage to 0.01. So now it's like you're paying way less for the same amount. You're really not having to do the whole, the whole thing. So let's say you were connecting your MetaMask, and honestly, I don't really want to put my MetaMask in here, but if you were, you could just, because I don't really have any BNB on this MetaMask, so I'm not going to type it in because I'm not going to be able to swap anything. But you would do that, you would connect your wallet, and then you would do the whole trade, and it would actually go through because you put that 1 at the end of your baby Doge. And for some reason, it does it like that whenever you do that. And then you put the 0.01 at the end of your slippage like this at 0.01. For some reason, I don't know the actual science and mathematics behind it, but for some reason, it will do that. So I guess it's a way to get around bots who are buying and selling. But anyways, over here, Cliff Power said just sold my Luna Classic. Yeah, that was definitely probably a good idea. But like I said, none of this financial advice at all. But I think that could have been a good idea because as you can see, Luna Classic is pumping and it's pumping back up above this area. So I just wouldn't be faked out by this because look, it is breaking this resistance here. And it does have the possibility of probably going back, but we're probably going to end up having a pullback here. So we're going to have to see what happens to that when that happens. But I think we're going to end up hitting a rejection point here and getting pulled back again. And if you actually just sold out right here as we do that pullback, then that's probably going to be a really good trade for you if it doesn't continue to pump here. If it does continue to pump, then I guess you just got out at a good time because it could end up stopping here. But right now is definitely a good time because if we hit these supports down here, then you could potentially hop back in and then pump it all the way back up again. And that's almost like just printing out money. So that's definitely a nice trade right there. But I'm trying to get my money over there to Mexi and then trading over there in Mexi Global. Yep, it just now actually pulled back here at real time. That's why I like doing these live streams like this. It's actually a lot better. Looking at the 1 minute chart because it's more so real time. Yeah, we're definitely doing the pullback here on Luna Classic. And it's also saying low activity expected. So low activity for institutional investors. They're going to end up selling here. And that's why we got this huge red candlestick. And now we're probably going to start having high activity. So you're going to see seeing the buying coming back in and then more selling. So that's probably how you're going to end up seeing it. But yeah, it's definitely cool to do these live streams like this because then you can see live exactly what the indicators are doing. And you don't necessarily have to buy the indicators because I got the indicators. So, hey, that works out. So, yeah, let's see what Luna Classic continues to do. I want to look at some of the chat and then we'll go back and look at this and we'll see what we got coming up here. And for some reason, I don't know. I don't really like the 1 minute chart. I like the 5 minute chart. But the 1 minute chart, it just shows you the actual resistance bars. I mean, the 5 minute chart shows you the actual red bars up here for your supply and demands. But then the 1 minute chart really doesn't show you that. 1 minute chart shows you the immediate support, though, that you have for Luna Classic back at 5-1 and 5-0. So it will show you those immediate support lines. So let's just wait for that and see what we got inside of the chats. Now, I'm probably behind on these chats, aren't I? So yeah, we got over here more Luna, less Baby Doge. Okay, I'll definitely go over some Baby Doge. I'm gonna go ahead and show this to where the supports are probably gonna end up going because I think that we're probably gonna have some more selling coming in for Luna Classic. So we're probably gonna see more red candlesticks forming up there for that. Make them take them says no sir, more Baby Doge and more Luna Classic. So yeah, more of both. We got Goku who says ha. Cliff Power, make them I know, ouch. Yeah. So Goku says I need to add more. So yeah, I definitely want to add more Baby Doge and Luna Classic. I don't got no Luna Classic. I wasn't able to get in on that pump. That was a nice pump. But anyways, Mark Anchetta says, damn, I wish I could have known that info. Could have sent almost 300 USD tops. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. No problem. There's definitely a lot to learn inside the DeFi space, even for me. I don't know everything inside DeFi, so I got a lot to learn too. But yeah, I just want to show these Luna Classic gains. Now it's starting to go back up a little bit, but I just want to show what Luna Classic gains have like in potential. So Terra Luna Classic, just look at this, like 454%. Imagine if you put $10,000, you would have $40,000. If you put 25K, you would have 100K in Luna Classic right now. Just think about that. 25K would be 100K. 20K would be 100K because 454%. Yeah, 20K would be like 100K or almost 100. But yeah, that's just crazy looking at this. So 454% in the last 30 days. Like, it's just ridiculous when you look at it from that perspective. All right, let's keep going over these technicals. I'm going to go over to Baby Doge now. We already went over Luna Classic a little bit. But first, let me go over some of these chats. If anyone wants to send through a super chat, send it through it. Oh, yeah, we got over here Cliff Power, another one. Super sticker. Big shout out to Cliff Power for sending that through. Big supporter of the channel. And what else do we got here? I want to go over a few other things. Luna will pump on the 12th. Definitely. The market will pump big this month. The ETH merge. Yep. The ETH merge, the 20th or the 21st or the 22nd is one of those days. Two of them actually. And that's going to be the Fed meeting, the next Fed meeting for the US. So that's going to be huge as well. And Cliff Power says, I'm just waiting in for the pullback and then I'll jump back in. So yeah, the pullback for Luna Classic, I don't know how big it's going to be, but it's already starting and we're seeing that forming up now. And you can actually see we just now hit a resistance point and we got rejected there. So the fact that we got rejected there and it's not even pumping anymore, it's pulling back. It probably shows that pullback that we predicted earlier is probably going to be what actually happens. So if that pullback actually happens, then we could see potentially 4-1 or even as low as 3-4 here for Luna Classic. And that's where I'm really trying to get in at 3-1, 3-4, somewhere around those areas. Now, let's go ahead and go back to Baby Doge. So let's do the 5-minute charts here with Baby Doge. So we'll look at a more short-term chart, pretty much showing where Baby Doge is going next. So yeah, it's really hard to look at the volume for Baby Doge because whenever you look at the short-term charts like this, there's not much volume like there is with Luna Classic or Bitcoin. So it's not going to show you all these different resistance bars and all that other stuff. Like if you look over here for the 5-minute chart for Bitcoin, it's going to show a lot of info and you're going to be able to do a lot better trades here. For instance, Bitcoin just pumped. If you look at the 5-minute chart, it actually just pumped to this resistance that we're talking about. So this is another good reason why I like doing the live streams. Like you can see this stuff live. Bitcoin literally just now pumped up to 19.6K all the way down here from 19.4K. It looks small when you look at it in the grand scheme of things. When you go over to like CoinGecko and you look at what it's doing,
But remember, that was like 0.5% up in the last 24 hours. Now it's 2.1%. So that was a pretty big percentage. And it looks like Bitcoin is going to start pumping to the next resistance. So yeah, definitely prepare for that. If it hits the next resistance, we could see Bitcoin even getting back up to 19.8K. But from there, you're definitely going to get that rejection coming in almost immediately after that. So you're going to want to prepare for that. But the 5-minute or the 15M chart also shows this as well. But I like looking at the 5-minute whenever doing like trade. It's like this. But yeah, I definitely think if Bitcoin continues to go up there to 19.8K, it'll have a little nice pullback back down to where it's probably at now around 19.6K. And we could continue to have a somewhat of a pump in Bitcoin. But ultimately, 10K, 11 to 14K, that's still on the horizon in my personal opinion. But over here we got Make 'em Take 'em. Says Marcellus, thanks for the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Make 'em Take 'em, for supporting the channel. That's some big support there. He also says the price will pump, however, profits will be taken. So yeah, I definitely think people are gonna start taking profits out of Bitcoin, and probably as well as Baby Doge too. But that's only once like the actual swap comes out. I think we got another super chat or cash app over here. So let me give a shout out to the other one. Todd Perry also sends through a cash app for $15. Big shout out to Todd Perry out there. And I know you're out there in the chat somewhere, but yeah, big shout out to Todd Perry. Big shout out to all the people supporting the channel. Make them take them. Cliff Power. We got Nasaro Farah also sent a cash app. Big shout out to all the people that are supporting the channel. We have some more stuff over here. Mark in chat says, what is your target for Baby Doge? Like when you think is going to cash out? I guess that depends on how much you want to make from it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, because I already mentioned like where I'm going to cash out 61. I'm not even really going to cash out. I'm just selling a little bit. Cashing out would be selling all of your Baby Doge, and I just wouldn't do that for me personally because I got like 3 wallets, but only would do like 1 or 2 wallets. But yeah, I wouldn't ever completely cash out a Baby Doge. Like the reflections are just worth it all in one. But and also with Baby Doge swap, that's a lot of utility, and holding Baby Doge is going to help because then you can stake and you can farm on there. So really, it's going to be a whole ecosystem. So you really wouldn't want to cash out. You could really just hold it, stake it, get returns back, and then with those returns, and then you can cash out the returns. That's my plan. That's pretty much what I'm doing. But Cliff Power says, right on, guys. Let's support our brother. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cliff Power, for starting the wave. Thank you for Make 'em Take 'em. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to Todd Perry. Thank you to Nasara Farah. Thank you to everybody supporting to the channel. And thank you to Orbital Traffic over here for also donating. And thank you to all the people out here donating. If you all want to send through super chats, cash apps, any of that, PayPal, all that good stuff, it'll be much appreciated. Let's see what else we got. We got over here. It says Raider Mendoza says, don't forget to tap the like button, leave a comment, and share. Yep, definitely tap the like button and leave a comment and share. And Orbital Traffic says, that's me. Oh yeah, Todd Perry. Okay. I don't know why I forgot, but yeah, Todd Perry, Orbital Traffic. I think that's what you said. That's you, right? But anyways, moving up here to the top, Orbital Traffic again, that $5. So yeah, Orbital Traffic / Todd Perry. I'm gonna put that as your name / Todd Perry. Let's see what we got more for the Luna Classic ones. Yeah, almost a Baby Doge, but we already kind of looked at Baby Doge, and Baby Doge is like slowly but surely moving up. But the volume is so low in Baby Doge, it's really hard to track it, to be completely honest. It just doesn't show all the indicators when you look at it from a short-term point of view. That's why when I look at Baby Doge, I like to look at it from the long-term point of view, because in long term, we're going to slowly but surely get back up to 1250 resistance. So that's what we're really waiting on for Baby Doge, but it takes a lot longer because it's less volume. But anyways, the volume is definitely looking a lot different here in Luna Classic. So we were looking at the 5-minute chart. You can see some sellings coming on. When you look at the 1-minute chart, you start to see a lot of selling is coming on. And there's high activity expected in this area. So it's going to be high selling. You're probably going to end up seeing Luna Classic dropping all the way back down to 5.1 again. Right now we're at 5.3. So 5.1 is probably going to come up soon for Luna Classic. So we're going to have to watch out for that. We got Jimmy Durham says, what's up, man? Keep doing your thing. Yep, big shout out to Jimmy Durham. Big shout out to Orbital Traffic / Todd Perry, a.k.a. Todd Perry. Big shout out to Cliff Power over here. Says the reflections have been huge, though. Yes, definitely. I think I want to say 5 million that I have gotten inside the last. I don't even know. I can't even count. I can't even count it, honestly. Not 5 million, I would say billion. Total 5 billion or something like that. But yeah, I would have to count that up because I don't want to be 100%, inaccurate on that. But anyways, Crypto JV says Baby Doge got a little pump going with the Bitcoin pump. Yes, that's actually pretty true. Let's go back over to the Bitcoin pump that we just now seen. So as Luna, it's almost like they're selling, like the institutional investors are selling out of Luna Classic and going in on Bitcoin and altcoins. Because you got to think, when it says high activity expected, this is all for whales. It's all for the institutional investors. It's big money. So it looks like big money just now came out of Luna Classic and went straight into Bitcoin. Because literally, the second Luna Classic starts to drop and lose some money and lose some volume, it just magically flows into Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's magically going up. And actually, if you look at Baby Doge is magically going up. So there's something going on behind the scenes here. So yeah, as you can see here, this is the Baby Doge chart. Now Baby Doge is magically going up. So there's probably some of those big whales also funneling into Baby Doge as well. Let me take off the indicators. This is no point of having them on for the low volume, but still, that's still a nice little pump there. So yeah, I think they're really coming out of these major things like Luna Classic and then funneling it into Bitcoin, funneling it into altcoins. So yeah, these whales are really doing some big moves. And now we're seeing Luna Classic is dropping even more money, is losing even more revenue right now. So Luna Classic is going to start going down a lot more now. But still, that's a good thing because then you can buy at a better price. And the oscillator even showed us here that the buying was slowing down and the selling was speeding up. So that was going to happen either way, regardless. But yeah, we're going to see some nice gains here in Luna Classic. We just got to see some more selling and Baby Doge taking that money from Luna Classic, Bitcoin taking that money from Luna Classic. We're getting all this money coming in from Luna Classic. Anyways, we got Jason Bernard says, please help me. My father on hospital. Please help me. Well, big shout out to you, but my condolences. I definitely will pray for your father out there. But anyways, that definitely sucks. Is it COVID or is it not COVID related? Because I know a lot of stuff was still happening from COVID, like still. But yeah, my heart definitely goes out to your father. But let's definitely all pray for Jason Bernard here. We got Orbital Traffic says, I see we have some other Baby Doge NFTs in here. So yeah, there's actually other ones. So we got Todd Perry's, we have Crypto JV, and everybody Todd Perry is Orbital Traffic. We got Crypto JVs over here, and I think those are the only two that I see here so far. I'm gonna scroll up to see if we see any more. And no, I don't see any more. But there is 2 Baby Doge NFTs. I really wish I would have gotten in on the Baby Doge NFTs, but I just didn't have enough time to actually get in on them. And I could still buy one. I could buy one from someone else, but I didn't actually mint it myself. But I really would have wished I did. But anyways, I want to do some more of these. I want to do some more of these live streams in the future. I'm probably gonna end up closing it out soon. So if anyone wants to go ahead and send anything through, go ahead and do that. Maybe send through some questions. Maybe send through some super chats. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end up closing it out soon because I will have to go to sleep soon. I'm gonna check my Cash App to see if anyone sent anything. But yeah, definitely go ahead and do what you want to do. Send in your last comments and request. Maybe if you want me to do a certain video for a certain crypto, I guess you can put it inside the comments. And if you want me to do these live streams, I guess more. Orbital Traffic also says I will send you a message on where to get them. So yeah, the Baby Doge NFTs, I think through the OpenSea site or maybe through Baby Doge Swap in general, or not Baby Doge Swap, Baby Doge NFTs, the website that they have made. Over here, we got blessings, Jason, and healing for your father in Jesus' name. Yes, definitely Cliff Power. We'll all send our prayers over to Jason Bernard's father over here. And that's definitely pretty sad to see. But we're going to all get past this. It's just a cycle of life, I guess. But it'll all be better when we see Baby Doge pumping. So if we can all get Baby Doge pumping, then that could also help for hospital fees because hospital fees are expensive. So yeah, if Baby Doge can pump, that'll definitely help out for that as well. But yeah, also I want to mention something else. I'm probably gonna try to get in another live stream probably soon. I want to try to do a live stream every day. So if everybody can I guess get together and maybe inform everybody. I don't know because we got 31 people in here. We got a lot of people in the Baby Doge army, but we got 31 people here in the live stream. We're gonna have to get more people in the Baby Doge army into the live stream, and maybe I'll start advertising the live streams on Reddit. Maybe I'll advertise them on the Telegram group, Twitter, all that stuff. But yeah, we got to get more of the Baby Doge army in here. And I really want to bring people in on the panel, because if we bring people in on the panel, then we can have a more deeper and more broad conversation on Baby Doge and really the whole overall market. And everybody's got different knowledge everywhere. So we can have a way more informed panel if we have just everybody on here all at once. But anyways, Cliff Power, yeah, definitely blessings to Jason's father. Raider Mendoza sends his blessings to Jason's father. Speedy recovery and amen. And Kev Cleveland says, hi, can we see your analysis on ABT? I don't know what ABT is. Honestly, I haven't heard of ABT. Maybe I have, or maybe I just don't know the abbreviation. But yeah, I haven't heard of it. ABT is our ARC block or something like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up ARC block, I guess. I don't know anything about this, so I'm not going to really do a technical on it, but I'll definitely look into it. But yeah, these indicators aren't going to show anything good for it because it has low volume. So that's kind of why everything doesn't look as, detailed as like Bitcoin. But if you look at the 4-hour chart, it looks a little bit more detailed. I guess what you could see is it pulling back to like 446. I don't even know if this is the right coin, to be honest. It's at 493. Could pull back to 446. But yeah, I don't know if that's the right coin. Crypto JV says, good night, brother, and good night, Baby Doge Army. We are pumping. Keep up the good work, Marcellus. Yep, definitely good night to you. And we're going to continue to keep this Baby Doge Army going. Cliff Power says, I've been getting scammed. Scammer again, so viewer beware. So yeah, there's been a lot of people trying to scam in the comments. So everyone be aware of that. So many people trying to scam in the comments. I try to go through and get them all out, but it's so hard to, they literally just keep coming back, literally back to back. But yeah, good night, Cliff Power. Thank you for all the support. Raider Mendoza says, Jason, is your father in a USA hospital? If so, you can go to that hospital's social services department. They have many resources to help. So yeah, that's definitely a good recommendation, good info there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close out this live stream. But like I said, I will always be back with more videos. I'm going to try to get more live streams out every single day. So big shout out to everyone. Thank you to the Baby Doge Army. And good night. We're going to go ahead and play this outro video right here.